Jayson Tatum, in a recent interview with Malika Anderson, declared himself to be the best player in the league. I'm just going to read out the quote right now. So here it goes. Myself, Tatum said, I got a lot of respect for a lot of guys in the league. Giannis, for sure. Jokic obviously just won. Embiid, guys that won MVPs, and that list goes on. The league is in a great place. I truly do believe every night I step on the floor, I'm the best player. I'm not going to knock Tatum for having this confidence. If we're being honest, most great players tend to believe that they are the best player in the league, I feel. There's always that level of arrogance, and in most cases, that confidence is probably needed to be great for most guys. Very few guys can be humble and confident at the same time. I think it's very difficult, but I don't find Tatum annoying with the type of confidence he's projecting. One thing I've noticed about Tatum of late is that it's like he's trying to declare himself ready to take over the league. I remember hearing a snippet during the All-Star weekend in which they asked players about who they feel is going to be the face of the league once LeBron is gone. And Tatum stepped up and said, well, I think I have a shot at it. I'm paraphrasing. He said, I think I have a shot at it. If I win some championships, I'm going to have a say in this. With that being said, I think that was Tatum basically declaring, I'm ready for this. I want to be a champion. I want to run this league. I feel I can do it. So I respect that he has this type of confidence that he wants to go all in for it. I have to say that's the only thing he has left to do in his career now. He's pretty much done everything else, I would say, for the most part. He's been to All-Star games. He's put up good numbers. It really comes down to now winning that championship. That's like the last thing for him to achieve. I'm looking at his numbers this year. He's averaging 27.1 points per game, on 47% overall from the field, which are pretty good numbers when you look at it across the board. Also getting 8.6 rebounds and 4.8 assists. All around, he's been pretty good, which would cause people to ask, why isn't he being mentioned in the MVP race? I would say, surprisingly, Draymond had the best answer for this when he said that Tatum's lack of success in the 2022 NBA Finals is a big reason why people don't take him seriously. I have to admit that I'm guilty of that. I haven't taken him seriously since that disaster happened a few years ago where he had a horrible NBA Finals performance. That was one of the worst performances I've seen by a star in NBA Finals history, at least in my lifetime. He completely melted in that series. He choked. He didn't ever have a great game from what I recall. It's because of that I don't trust Tatum to lead a team to victory when it really matters. He has to prove that to me this year. If he can somehow get the Celtics to win it all, then my view and opinion in him is going to change. I'm definitely going to look at him totally different, but he has to overcome that right now. And only then will I consider him the best player in the league or believe he's worthy of having that title. Because I think he'll still be pretty close if he wins the championship this year with him and Jokic and a few other guys, since he hasn't really stepped ahead of the pack. Even if he wins the title, he would have to win, I think, a few more where he can definitely say that he runs this league, he owns it. But it starts from the playoffs this year where he's going to have to prove himself. It'll be interesting, but I think this could be a legacy year for him. Granted, he's still very young. He's 25. However, with time passing, I think every year he doesn't win a title from this point forward, it's gonna build more and more pressure on him, and it's gonna get harder and harder. This is the year where he should be trying to get that championship. This is the year where I think he will be facing the least amount of pressure compared to upcoming years if he doesn't succeed. So it's imperative that he does it this year and just get that monkey off his back. I also believe if he wins a championship this year, people will start taking him seriously next year when he puts up great numbers again. I'm just going to predict he will, and they will consider him to be an MVP candidate. But it all starts now. So this is all about Tatum, and we'll see if he can live up to what he's saying.